Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the ground behind you littered with the blueprints others have drawn up for your life. Ahead, the horizon stretches uncharted, terrifying, and utterly exhilarating. This is the precipice of living on your own terms in a world saturated with dogma. Here's the kicker. Jumping is optional, but staying put, that's not living, it's merely existing. Dogma is like a silent algorithm running in the background of society, subtly dictating your every move. These unwritten rules set the parameters for normal behavior, often leaving little room for personal discretion or deviation. From the rigid frameworks of our education systems to the unspoken rules of professional conduct, dogma permeates every facet of our lives. While dogma can provide a sense of security and community, it often does so at the cost of individuality and innovation. In different cultures, this might manifest as stringent societal roles or rigid educational expectations, stifling creativity and personal growth under the guise of tradition and stability. Understanding dogma is the first step towards freedom. It allows us to see the bars of the cages we didn't even know we were in, highlighting the need for a personal escape plan that leads to true autonomy and authenticity. Humans are social creatures by nature, wired to seek approval and fit in. This fundamental trait can lead us to adopt behaviors, beliefs, and paths that are not genuinely our own. The Asch conformity experiments, a famous psychological study, demonstrated that people would conform to group consensus even when it contradicts their own senses. This phenomenon isn't just a quirk of human behavior, it has real-world implications. It influences everything from the brand of clothes we wear to the political candidates we support, often without us even realizing the depth of its impact. Understanding why we conform can help us to be more mindful of our choices and resistant to unwarranted external pressures. It sets the stage for us to question not just what we think, but why we think it, and whether it truly aligns with our values and perceptions. Before realizing the chains of dogma, many live lives that are subtly scripted by others. John, a corporate lawyer, followed a career path set by family expectations, only to find himself burned out and unfulfilled. Maria, pressured to marry early according to her cultural norms, later pursued independence through divorce and education. These stories contrast sharply with those like Priya, who questioned her career in medicine early on to follow her passion for art. These narratives highlight the diverging roads of following the crowd versus listening to one's inner voice. Such testimonials are not just stories, they are mirrors reflecting our own possible futures, contingent on whether we choose conformity or personal truth. The art of questioning. First steps to autonomy. To break free from dogma, you must first become an adept questioner, a skeptic of the status quo. Start by challenging everyday assumptions. Why is this tradition important? Who benefits from this belief system? What alternative viewpoints exist? This isn't about rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It's about ensuring that the life you live is the result of your own choices and not someone else's blueprint. Adopting a questioning mindset is crucial, as it opens up new possibilities and perspectives that are often obscured by the commonplace acceptance of the way things are. Such skepticism isn't just beneficial, it's necessary for personal growth and true autonomy. It paves the way for a life that is not just lived, but consciously and joyfully experienced. Education and dogma, a love-hate relationship. Education is often heralded as the great liberator, yet it can also be a powerful conduit of dogma. Traditional educational systems frequently prioritize rote learning and conformity over critical thinking and creativity, preparing students to fit into existing societal molds rather than shattering them. However, progressive educational models like Montessori or Waldorf, or even unschooling approaches, showcase how learning environments can empower students to think independently and creatively. These systems encourage exploration, question asking, and self-directed learning, providing a stark contrast to conventional methods. Analyzing these differing approaches provides insights into how education can either serve as a tool for societal conformity or a platform for revolutionary thinking. The role of media in shaping dogma. Media is a double-edged sword when it comes to shaping societal norms. On one hand, it can challenge existing dogmas, exposing viewers to new ideas and perspectives. On the other, it can reinforce stereotypes and traditional roles through repetitive narratives and biased representations. Consider the portrayal of gender roles in popular films and television shows, which often perpetuate outdated stereotypes. However, media can also serve as a catalyst for change, as seen in platforms that promote diverse voices and alternative stories. To navigate the media landscape effectively, one must develop critical viewing skills, learning to discern between content that challenges the status quo and content that perpetuates it. When Jane, a former financial analyst, left her high-paying job to start an NGO for education reform, she faced criticism and skepticism. However, her story is one of many that illustrate the liberating journey of breaking away from societal expectations to pursue a passion. These stories are not just inspiring, they are instructive. They teach us about the risks involved in stepping off the prescribed path and the potential rewards of forging a new one. They also highlight the resilience and determination needed to overcome the inevitable challenges that arise when one chooses authenticity over conformity. These narratives serve as powerful testaments to the human spirit's capacity to transcend societal limits and craft pathways that are personally meaningful and fulfilling. The journey to crafting your own path is unique for everyone, but there are some common steps that can help guide your way. Begin by identifying what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What gets you excited or gives you a sense of purpose? These questions can help illuminate your personal desires beyond societal expectations. Once you've identified your values, start small. Make choices daily that align with these values. Whether it's opting out of a traditional career path or pursuing a hobby that brings you joy, each small decision helps construct a life that is truly your own. Remember, forging your own path isn't always easy and involves trial and error. Resilience and persistence are your allies. Keep pushing forward even when the road gets tough. The people around us play a significant role in our lives, especially when we're making significant changes. Surrounding yourself with supportive, like-minded individuals can provide the encouragement and affirmation needed when doubts arise. Conversely, relationships rooted in old patterns or dogmas can pull us back to conformity. It's crucial to communicate openly with loved ones about your journey and, if necessary, set boundaries to protect your new path. Navigating relationships while pursuing personal authenticity is a delicate balance. It requires honesty, bravery, and sometimes making tough decisions to distance oneself from unsupportive influences. Choosing a non-traditional path can be, well, economically risky. However, it can also lead to unparalleled rewards. Many of the world's most successful entrepreneurs and innovators started with ideas that defied the norm and faced resistance. Financial instability is often just a short-term challenge for those stepping away from conventional careers. In the long term, however, the pursuit of a passion can lead to greater fulfillment and potentially greater economic success as you are more invested in your work. This part of the journey requires careful planning and risk management. It's important to understand the financial implications of your choices and prepare accordingly. The bigger picture society and innovators. History is filled with examples of nonconformists who have pushed society forward. From scientists who questioned prevailing theories to artists who introduced new styles, these individuals remind us that progress often requires a departure from the norm. Society's greatest leaps forward often come from its outliers, those who dare to think differently and challenge the status quo. Embracing non-conformity doesn't just benefit the individual, it has the potential to contribute to societal evolution. Looking forward, the encouragement of independent thinking and the celebration of innovators will be crucial for tackling the challenges of the future. It's not just about the individual journey, it's about paving the way for collective advancement. Resources and tools for independent thinkers. For those ready to embark on a journey of independent thinking, numerous resources can help. Books like Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman and The Art of Nonconformity by Chris Guillebeau can provide insights and inspiration. Online platforms like TED Talks and Big Think offer access to the ideas of today's most innovative thinkers. Communities, both online and offline, play a crucial role. Forums, social media groups, and local meetups can connect you with like-minded individuals who offer support and exchange ideas. Never underestimate the power of a community to boost your journey towards independence. Continuous learning through courses, workshops, and self-education is vital. Always be curious, always be learning. Conclusion: the journey ahead. As we conclude, remember that breaking free from dogma and crafting your own path is both a challenge and a profound opportunity. It's about more than just rejecting societal expectations. It's about discovering and asserting your own identity, values, and dreams. This journey requires courage, curiosity, and resilience. It won't always be easy, but the authenticity and fulfillment that come from living a life true to oneself are invaluable. Embrace the uncertainty, cherish the freedom, and let your unique path unfold. The world awaits what only you can bring to it. Few common questions on living without dogma. Isn't it risky to deviate from the norm? Yes, there are risks, but the rewards of living authentically can outweigh them. Preparation and support can mitigate these risks. How do I deal with criticism from others? Stay confident in your values and goals. Open dialogue can help, but sometimes it's necessary to limit exposure to negativity. Can I go back if I change my mind? Life is about exploration and learning. Every experience, whether conforming or not, contributes to your growth. You can always redirect your path. How do I find others on this path? Look for online forums, local groups, or events that align with your interests. Engaging with community activities can connect you with supportive individuals. In embarking on this path, you are not just freeing yourself, you are lighting the way for others to follow. Let your journey inspire and empower, as each step you take redefines what is possible.